Alright, so welcome to this tutorial. So in this tutorial, I'll be teaching you how you can make this simple floor plan in AutoCAD. The floor plan consists of just a bedroom and a toilet. So we have the entrance porch here, there's a door to the bedroom and there's a door to the toilet also. So the windows and everything. So the tutorial is going to cover the whole process on how you can make this in AutoCAD. So, all right, let's get to it. So, if you're a beginner, you've never used AutoCAD before, this tutorial will be very helpful to you. So, the first thing you want to do is to open your AutoCAD. So, when you open your AutoCAD, this is what you're going to see. You'll see I'm using AutoCAD 2021 version, so you see a blank space with grid lines. So, I prefer to use the white space because when you print your drawings come out in white on a white paper. So some other persons, because of eyes, to prevent the blue light from getting into your eyes so much, they use the black screen option. You can change it here if you come to options and you come to display, then you come under here to colors and you can change it here to black. So I click on apply and close. I click on apply, so it changes to black, but I prefer to use it in white. So you come back to the big A, you click on options and then you click on colors, then you change it to black, to white, sorry. So apply, okay. So if you are new to AutoCAD, the first thing you want to do is to set your limit. The limit is like the space within which you work, the boundary, because AutoCAD, the software is a very, like, what it assumes you're working on is a very big and vast space. So the first thing you want to do is to set your limits, and that's to type limits. When you type it on your screen, it brings us several options. So you look for the one that gives you limits, or you can type it in full limit. When you click limit, then you put 0, then you click on comma, it locks the first one, and you click on 0 and you click on enter just once, then you click on 4200 comma 2970. So we are setting our paper space to be to the size of an A3 paper. So you click on enter, then you click on Z, enter, A, enter. So it's to zoom it to the actual size that you want. So I prefer to work on my space, my model space without the grids. So you can come down here to this point, this place here, you click on it, so it turns it off. So you have a white space that's similar to that of your drawing paper. So this tutorial, we're going to be making this floor plan. So what I want to do is to copy this floor plan in this space where I have it to this other space so that we can use it as a reference to create a new one. So before we do that, let's set our unit. Another important thing to do in AutoCAD is to set your unit. So you click on unit, UN. So when you type UN, it brings out several options, and you click on units. Then you change it, you leave it at decimal, you change this to degree, minute, second. Then you change this to 0. Then you leave it at millimeters. We'll be using millimeters for our unit scale. And then you leave it at international, then you click on OK. So when you click on OK, so since I have this reference drawing, I'll copy it, Control C, then I come to this space, Control V. So when I click on it, now if you observe in this previous workspace where I made it initially, it has thickness. There's thickness to the walls, like the drawings you've seen, there are thickness to it. So if you observe, when I brought it to this space, there's no thickness, and that's because the thickness icon has not been turned on. So when you come to this point, you click on line weight. Now if you can't find yours, when you click on line weight, then it turns on. If you can't find yours here, then you come to this place, you will always find this space. It's called customization. You click on customization, then you come to this point. When you click on customization, you see several drop down, so several menus that you can use to customize your taskbar. Then you click on line width. So if it's not turned on, you turn it on. Then it comes up here. Then you click on it, so it comes up. So we are going to be replicating this in AutoCAD. And we're going to be as fast as possible. So the basic things that we're going to use to make this is just walls and then the components that we have. So if you don't have the components, you can download it online. Just go and search for AutoCAD block components. You can find it and you use it. I mean, the component I mean is this WC, the doors, the bed. So the first thing you want to do is to click on line. Now the shortcut for line is L. Either you come to this toolbar here and click on line, or you click on L, enter. Now in AutoCAD, spacebar, your spacebar is the same thing as enter. So you either click on L, just L, then you click on your spacebar, then it brings out a line. So we're going to be using these dimensions here to create it. So the dimensions we have here, if you look at the drawing, toilet is 1.8 by 1.2 meters, and the bedroom is 3,600, 3.6 by 3.6 meter. And then our entrance, sorry, let me set my dimension style. Okay, I just want to confirm the dimension for this entrance. So that we can use it as our reference guide for the plan we'll be making. So what you want to do is to save it. So the moment you create this, let's save it first. So you can decide to save it as class 1. Class 1. So I'm going to save it. You can save it in whatever year you want. I prefer saving it in 2018 so that anybody that I'm sharing the file to will be able to access it. You can decide to, depend on who you want to share the file to, you can decide to take it down to maybe 2010, even as low as 2007 if the person is not using an updated version of AutoCAD. So I save it as class 1 and I leave it in 2018. I click on save. So it's saved now. So what I want to do now, with these dimensions in mind, first thing I want to do is to click on line. Then I come to this space and I click on line. I just draw it down. Just draw it down. So you can take 6 meters down. So I just draw it down to like maybe 6 meters. Let's just say, okay, let's type 6 meters, 6,000. 6 meters, 6,000, that's in mm. Then the first thing we want to do is to create our wall. So we now want to create, so first thing, what we did at first is to draw this line. Then we want to offset it to get this wall, then offset it again. So there's a tool in AutoCAD that's called offset. So this is offset. Offset is here. Create concentric circles, parallel lines, and parallel curves. So what we want to do is to create parallel lines. So you click on offset, or you type OFF, enter. So offset distance, after you specify distance, you put 230. So you click on it, 230, then you click on the line again. Now instead of clicking enter, sorry, let me go back. Offset 230, then you click on enter, then you click on the line, then you click in the space. Okay, then you click on the line again, then you type. Now what's the size of our, I want to make this toilet, type 1,200. 1,200, enter. Then you click on the line 230 again. Then we now want to make, now the line we just made, the wall we just made is this wall. Then now we want to make this bedroom space. You click on it, then you click on the line again, then type 3,600. So now you click, then you type 230. It's already in 230. Then you click enter. So when you do that, you click on escape. Then you come back and click on line again. Then you just click it here. Now, you are supposed to see this green line that is that, that is directing you. It shows you that your line is on 0 degrees. It's at 180 straight. It's not bending anyhow. So just try to be sure that your this particular function is turned on. If it's not turned on, if you're not seeing it, then you come here and click on this restrict cursor to specified angle. So you want to restrict your cursor. It can go at 90 degrees, it can go at 0 degree, 180 straight. So either way, so you come and turn it on. Now I'll turn it off and you see what happens. So you see, you don't even know if your line is straight. So you have to be following your angles. So but the moment you have it turned on, when your line is straight, there's a green dotted line that appears. Okay, so back to business. Then you click on offset. When you click on the line, you click on offset. Then it's on 230. So what AutoCAD does, it's smart. It remembers what you used previously. So you just click on enter. Then you click on it. Then you offset. So now we want to offset first and foremost. Okay, let's offset. Yeah, first and foremost, let's offset for this toilet. Then you offset. You type 1800. Enter. Then you offset again 230. Then you come back here because we want to take the distance from here to get the bedroom. Just ignore this line in the middle. Ignore this particular line in the middle. So I want to click on this and I type 3600. Enter. Then I click down. Then I type 230. Enter. I click. So this line in the middle, we don't want it. So what we're going to do is to click on TR, which is trim. And you can find it here. This is trim. 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 The moment you click on trim, you bring it to the line, it trims it off, it takes out the part that you don't want. So I click here, then I click here, then I click here. And there are other ways you can take it off, other simpler and easier ways. So but for now we'll just be using the trim tool. So there are other ways you can do it with trim. So if I click on extend, if for example I don't want this line. Okay, let's not get too many things involved in it. Let's just stick with this. Okay, so when I do that, then I'm still going to use the same trim tools because I don't want these edges around. I'll click on TR trim, then I click on this, then I click on this. I just click and I take it down. I just click and I take it down. I just click. Still on the same trim tool. Okay, Control S. So when you do that, you click on Control S to save your work in case it crashes. Sometimes AutoCAD can crash. So if you are saving, though there are time intervals which you can set when you want your work to be saved, time intervals in which the system automatically, the software automatically saves it for you. But it's also good that as you're working time to time, you are also clicking on Control S. So now we want to create. So now we have our spaces defined. This is the toilet, this is the bedroom. So the first thing we want to do is to create our opening. So we're going to start with our window opening. So if you look at the dimension here, the distance from this wall, from the edge of this wall to where this window begins is 530 mm and the window is 600. So here's what we're going to do. Click on offset, then we click on the offset, then we type 530, enter. Then you click on this, it's 530, you click, then you click on the line again. You're still on your offset command, then you type 600, enter. So what you want to do is to click on trim, TR, enter. Then you click here, you trim it off, then you just click on this line and delete it. So you come here, TR, enter. So you have it. There you have your opening space. Now, if you look at the edge of this wall to here, we have 1670 from the edge of this wall to where this window starts, and the window is 900. So what we want to do is to click on offset 1670. Correct? Yeah, 1670. Enter. So you click on this, click on it, then you click, then you type 900. We're on the offset command. Then you click on so since the windows are directly opposite each other, now we're just going to do trim, TR, then you just trim the one in the middle, then you do TR again, then you trim it that way. Yeah, so you have your openings. Now You can use trim now to take away this edge. You can use trim or use fillet, but let's just stick with the trim for now. So you click on trim, then you trim all these edges that you don't want, all these edges you don't want, you just trim them off. But there are other faster and smarter way to do it sometimes without the Ctrl Z, trim. So just trim along with me, trim. So I click here, I click here. Okay, let's just take this off. Let's take this off. We don't want it for now. So trim it off. Trim this off. Okay. All right. So now we've done the window openings. Now we're going to do the door openings as quick as possible. So if you check the distance from this edge, let me use my dimension to check it. It's 460. 460. 460, and the door is 900, and this particular one is 150. So 460, 150, and the door of toilet is 750. So we're going to take this offset through 450, 460, sorry. Click on the offset tool, offset. So we click on 460, enter, then we click on this line, we take it that way, then we click on it again and we type 900. Okay. Then you can click trim, trim away these unwanted edges. Then you do the same thing for your toilet. And the reason why we're leaving a corner so that we can have architrave, like the modern doors usually comes with architrave, so that you have enough space where you can install it. So you click on offset 150, enter for this particular one. Then we click on 150, then we type 750, enter. So you click on your trim, and you trim. Perfect. So we have our floor plan ready. Now what you want to do is to, now you can see that this has a line weight, this doesn't have a line weight. So what we want to do is to create a line weight for these lines. Now you click on it, just click on one, then click on one, or you click on everything. Okay, since it's just a line, click on everything, then you right click, you come down, you see properties. You click on properties, line weight, then you scroll down, let's use 0.7. So here you can change it to whatever color you want, but let's stick with black. Okay, so let's stick with black. So we're going to set our line weights for this. You can see it. So what we want to do next is to, let's create this. This is an arc. There's an opening here, so that's what it signifies. So it's easy, you just click on L, enter, then you click here. Now AutoCAD is smart, it snaps it for you. You come to this point, you just take it like this. You don't click, you just bring it to this point. It takes it for you. Now if these commands are not turned on your system, you are not getting the snap, you click on this particular tool. Click on this particular tool, snap cursor to 2D reference point. Snap cursor to the reference point. If it's not there, then you have to come and click it here. Auto tracking, auto mode, auto tracking. It's somewhat among these. Just if you don't know exactly which one, you can turn on everything, but make sure it's this is turned on and it appears here. If it's not here, you turn it on here, and then you come to turn it on here. Okay. So yeah, so we have our space divided. So what we want to do is to click on, back to what we're doing, is to click on line, then you just take it to this point. You don't click, you just bring it to this point and you gently take it. Now if you're not able to do that, fine, just you can take the line down. So you can take the line down, and you can always trim it. Just do this. Okay, so now since our properties is still open, you click on this line. Now we want it to be dash line type. If you look at line type here, then you click on that, Then you come to dashed, click on dash. Now it's not going to show because it's the scale is probably small. If you zoom in very well, you can't find it. So we're just going to change the scale to 100. Now it depends on your own system how it's working. Maybe you might just put 10 and it's already to become visible for you. So I'm still going to put 500 and let's see. Okay, 500 is okay for me. So I'll trim what I don't want. I'll trim, I'll trim, I'll trim. Okay, so we have our opening there. So you have your component, you can copy it. So I have mine here. You can download if you have. Okay, this is supposed to be a block, but it seems like it's broken. So I'm going to group it. I just click on it and I type the group command. It just groups it together and makes it a block. That's what I wanted. I wanted the block, not broken piece. I think it's because I copied it from the uh, other tab to this place. That's why it's that way. So now I want to put this down. I just click on CO. CO is copy. CO is copy. CO, and you can find copy here. Find copy here. So with time, as you're using AutoCAD for a prolonged time, you get used to the commands, the shortcut CO. So I come to pick it CO. When I click on CO, I just click on it first. Then I type CO. Enter. Then I click on it. Then I take it to where I want to put it. Just bring it here and I click. I keep it. Okay, that's fine. Then I come here and I click on it. Then I type CO. Enter. I just pick it at an edge where I want to pick it from. Then I bring it and I drop. Okay, I'll do the same thing for the windows. Okay, CO. Enter. So my windows are still intact. It didn't break. I just bring it here and I drop. So yeah, what I'm doing is mirror. I'm mirroring it. It's supposed to face this way. So I just mirror. Mirror is MI. Click on MI, be able to do that. So I click on this CO, then I click here, take it to this point, and I drop it. Okay, and I drop it. Yeah, so I do the same thing for my bed. CO. I just pick it at any point, then I bring it to this place and I drop. I do the same thing for my WC. Just pick it and I drop. Okay. Now, if you look at these drawings, oh, there are dimensions and there are annotations that we can find. So the first thing I want us to do is to create our grid lines. You know, if you are constructing this building, what you use to set it out on ground is your grid lines. So let's make our grid lines. Now the grid lines usually come at the center of the wall. Now to get the center is a bit tricky, but this is the method I use. Maybe you have a smarter, brighter way to do it. It's fine, you can use that method. But this is the method I use. I click on line, enter, then I just pick from this point. I just click here because from here I can get the center of this wall, which is 115. The wall is 230, so I can get the center, which is 115. When I click on that, then I click on L, enter. Now if I toggle my mouse around this place, you see it brings out a triangle. That triangle indicates that your center is snapped. Now if you are not seeing this, come here. No, come here. Sorry. Come here. Come here. Look at this drop down. Look at this. Sorry. Come here. This small arrow close to this place. Come here. Turn on everything. Turn everything on. Turn on endpoint, midpoint, center, geometric center, node, quadrant, intersection. Turn it on. Turn on everything. Turn it on. So if you're having challenge, you know, turn it on. So I click on L, then I bring it. Look at it. I'll be able to click on the center. Now I'm getting the center. It snaps to the center. I just take it down. Then I do the same thing for this side. I just draw a little line. Then I take it this way down. Then I do the same thing here. Then I take it this way down. Okay. All right. So I do the same thing here. I just take it out. Now I do the same thing here. I'm just taking it now. You can take it at any point too. It doesn't have to be at this point where I'm taking it, because you can later extend it out. Because it's not where we want it to be. So we're going to learn a new tool with that. Look at it. I just take it out. Now what you see, it's supposed to, if you look at this one, it comes out, comes out, comes out, comes out, comes out. Okay. So want to extend it out. So just bring a line, just draw a line, L, enter. I just come up here and I just draw the line. This is the boundary I want it to stop. And I do it for all sides. Okay. I do it for all sides. I want it to get to this point. Okay. Then I click on EX. EX means extend. Now you can find extend here. Extend is the same with trim. Now in previous versions they were separated, but in from I think 2020 or so they joined it together. So you click on the drop down here, you find your extend, or you type EX, extend EX. So usually the trick to getting a shortcut in AutoCAD is the first two letters, EX, TR, trim, EX, extend, TR, trim. Okay, so that's how it works. It's very easy. You may not get used to it at first, but over time. Now you just bring your mouse. When you click EX enter, you just bring your mouse and click to this point, and you do the same thing here. So it just extends to where you want it to go. Now for this point, you just bring it, you just click it. Now if it's not doing, you just zoom out a little bit to do. Okay, okay, line, okay. So that's how you extend your. It's not very difficult. Now another way, okay, okay, let's just stick with this. Let's not complicate things for the beginners. Okay, so I mistakenly extended this line, this thick line, this particular one. I can just click on it and just drag it back. Okay, so that is it. So that is your grid lines. Now you can click on it, click on it. You can just click on one, or you select everything. Now let's use one. Just click on one. Then you see your properties is still out here. You just change the color to red. Then you line type. You can use center line. Then you use I'm using 300. Whatever works for you. Fine. 500. Okay. So it comes out. Then I click on MA. MA is match properties. This is match properties here. You want to match the properties. You want the properties of this line to be the same with every other, to the all other grid lines. So you click on match properties, then you click on, then it tells you select source object. Click on the source, then you just select where you want it to be. So that's all. Now we've done that. So quickly, we're going to put dimensions. And I think dimensions and then annotations, and that will be all. Okay. So the first thing we want to do is to click on dimensions. Okay, so sorry, click on dimension style, DIMSTY, dimension style. Okay, just type it on your keyboard and this comes up. I already have a dimension, the one that came with this prototype plan that I brought in, this sample plan. I already have it. So dimension is already registered in this file, but for the sake of people who are okay joining for the first time, who are just starting to use AutoCAD, you can you will see several options here. See like new, linear. This normal is the one I brought in, but there are other options that come along with it. You see it here, linear, and the rest of it. So let's just click on this new and click on set current, close, and let's see what it gives us. D. Now if you want to do, you just come and click on dimension. Okay, so let's just use that, because setting dimension will be another course on it. So let's just use that. Then when you click on one, just now this is how you do it. You come, you click on dimension, you just click on this edge, and you click on the other edge. Then you just take it up. and you click. That's all. Now you want to continue it. You want it to go continuously in this order like this. And when you do that first one, then you escape, then you click on DCO. DCO stands for dimension continue. You click on enter, then you click on here. You just automatically your cursor just gets it just comes to your cursor, so you just continue clicking. Just click to this point, click to this point, and you click to this point. When you finish, just click escape. Okay, then DLI, dimension linear. There's different style on this: align, there's angular, there's arc length, radius, diameter, ordinate, jog. What we're using is dimension linear, DLI. That's the first one here, linear. So because we're doing straight dimension, except when you are dimensioning inclined lines, angles, and the rest of it before you use the other options. So when we do that, then the second type of dimension we're going to do is our wall sizes and our spaces. So you just click here, and then you come DLI, you click, or you click on dimension, you click here, then you click to this point, you just take it up. Don't worry, it's not going to be inclined. The moment you take it up, AutoCAD is smart, it's just going to help you. Just take it up this way. Okay, then you click on DCO, you continue, then you click on this space, this space, this space, this space. So we're going to do the same thing for the grid line DLI. So DCO. So the same way you're going to use to dimension everything. So quickly dimension it. So I'll do that quickly. So use same method to dimension it. Same method. Okay. So I'll just keep making my dimensions. So wall spaces. Okay. DCO. Yeah. 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 Okay. Okay. So do that. First, we're taking openings. Then taking walls and internal spaces. Okay. Then we do the dimension or grid lines. Then we take the overall dimension. Don't do this mistake. Okay. Now, since we've done this already, now the next thing we want to do is to click on single text line. I want to put our text. Okay, now we want to put our grid lines, the bubbles on the grid lines. Click on circle, just come to this point, just draw it to the point you feel is okay for you. So this, I'm going to use a radius of okay, let's say 170. Enter. Then I take it, I just move it, move. Now, okay, let me do that again. I click on it, I click on M. M is move, enter. I just drag it, then I put it, then I click on it, then I copy CO, and I just pick a reference point. Okay, pick a good reference point, pick here, then I copy here, then I copy here. But this is too far, it's too far, so it's too far, it's not, it doesn't look good. So we move this line. The reason why we're using this line is so that we can trim out everything that goes above the line. So just watch M, enter, we move this line, move it to this point, then we click on trim, TR. So we trim out what we don't want, then we move these bubbles, click here, then we take these bubbles to this point, then we delete this, we don't want it anymore. So we do the same thing here, we move it to the point where we want the bubbles to start from, then we trim away this, then you can copy this, CO, just pick a point, and just do the same thing here. So you just do this, you move, okay. So then I'm gonna copy this. Okay, I didn't copy everything. I'll just select everything. Select this one, CO. I just pick this as a reference point. I click here and I delete. Okay, so I do the same thing here. Then I click on trim. Then I take this off. Then I click on this. I take this here from this point. I click it here. Okay, so now it's time to put the text inside. After that, we'll be done and we've successfully completed a floor plan in AutoCAD. So I click on text, then I use single line. You can use multi-text line, but I prefer using single line for some instance, not always. I click on single line, I just click first point, I just click, come down, I click again, then I just click. So it gives me an average size of what I want. So it may not be that, but I can still adjust with its properties. I click on A, then I come here, I click on B. Now you can adjust that. I click on C. Now you can copy that, or since it's not much, we can still repeat it here. B and C. Then I come here, I click on 1, 2, 3. But you can later adjust it to be 3, 2, 1. Now instead of clicking escape, now when you click on it, you don't click escape, so you just come here and you type bedroom. Now you can use properties to change the style and whatever you want. So toilet, then you come here, entrance. So you click aside. The moment you finish, you click aside. You click aside like I did, and then you escape. So you click on the text, type M, then you move it. Now you can move it, you click on it, then you move it to where you want it to be. Maybe you want it to centralize, just click there. Then this toilet looks too big, the writing, so you just click on it, right click on it, click on properties, then you come to height. Under text you find height, so you can type 150. It still looks too big, so we can type 120. Now it depends on your software version. Just try to use the size that fits it. Now you can adjust this, you can adjust this. Now you can adjust this to fit in perfectly. Now for the letterings, you don't need to click on M, you just need to click on it and you will see a point where you can move it to where you want it to be. Okay. Yeah. All right. So you can zoom in more if it's snapping too much to a point where you don't want it to be. Zoom in more and then you move it. Now this is a more difficult way. Imagine you have a lot of things to do. You can just do one, arrange it properly, and then copy it and paste it to where you want it to be. Okay, so yeah, so you can see dimension here further in case you are making it as a working drawing, but I'll make another tutorial where I will be showing how you can make a standard working drawing. Okay, so these dimension lines, since we're just using the one we find on the system, has already covered our entrance hidden line. That's not a problem. So with this, we're able to do something close to this. May not be perfectly exactly it, but this is a guide. You can use it to design and define any space that you want to do. So you can clean up those reference lines that we took previously. So that is it. Thank you for watching.